Okay, let's get into this. Ever wonder what it really takes to succeed in those super high stakes fields? Where one wrong move costs big.
Yeah, and it's usually not some secret formula, is it?
Not at all. Turns out the secret is often, well, less secret and more about intense discipline.
It's fascinating, actually. Our sources on the Scalpel and the chart show this incredible link between how a master trader coaches and, believe it or not, how surgeons are trained.
Exactly, that surgical precision. So today, we're diving deep into that methodology, our mission, to pull out the key lessons forging the mindset, handling pressure, and really understand why this approach seems to build traders who actually last.
Right, so where does this journey begin? Not with some magic indicator, I assume.
Now, it starts way earlier, like med school almost. It's about building this broad, solid cognitive foundation first.
Makes sense. Laying the groundwork, what does that involve for a trader?
Well, think of it as three core pillars for market literacy. First up, technical analysis.
Ah, the charts and patterns, like learning the body's anatomy and physiology.
Precisely. Reading price action, seeing patterns like head and shoulders, using indicators, RSI, moving averages. The classic stuff from Schwager or Murphy.
Okay, pillar one. What's next?
Then you've got fundamental analysis. This is more like the deep diagnostic work.
Understanding what a company's actually worth, looking at its health.
Exactly. Digging into income statements, balance sheets, the kind of value investing thinking you get from Benjamin Graham or, Warren Buffett.
Got it. Technicals, fundamentals, and the third pillar.
This one's huge. Trading psychology.
Ah, the mental game. Often the toughest part, right?
Definitely. Mastering yourself, understanding those biases, fear, greed, and learning to think purely in probabilities. Think Mark Douglas or Dr. Steenbarger.
And pulling all three together, what's the goal?
It leads to self-discovery. You forge this unique trading identity that actually fits you, your personality, your risk tolerance.
Which protects you from, let's say, psychological meltdowns, and maybe those sketchy get-rich-quick gurus.
Exactly. You build resilience from the inside out. But, knowing isn't doing. How do you turn all that knowledge into action?
Good question. You need structure, a shield against emotional impulses when things get heated.
So like a battle plan?
Sort of. The sources call it a cognitive exoskeleton, basically a detailed, rule-based trading plan. Think of a surgeon's super detailed operatives plan.
Okay, I like that. What goes into this exoskeleton?
Key components. First, your motivation and goals. Why are you even doing this? Define it clearly, like aiming for 20% annual return, max 15% drawdown. Smart goals.
Makes sense. Be specific. What else?
Then the methodology.
Yeah.
Your precise rules for getting in and out of trades, like go long if RSI crosses 30 and prices above the 200-day average.
Yeah.
Super objective. And crucially, hard stop losses on every trade. No exceptions.
Non-negotiable exit points.
Absolutely. And tied to that is risk and money management. This is, well, survival.
The real bottom line.
Totally. Strict rules. How much capital you can risk overall, max 1-2% risk per trade, how you size your positions, even a circuit breaker if your account drops too much.
Right, stop the bleeding before it's too late.
And finally, routine and improvement. A pre-market checklist, detailed journaling your thinking, emotions, outcome, and regular reviews, like surgeons have those M&M conferences to review cases.
Morbidity and mortality, right. Brutally honest reviews.
Exactly. The whole point is to take the guesswork and emotion out, externalize decisions, build conviction in your process.
Okay, foundation built, plan designed. Now the scary part, actually trading live, right?
Yeah.
How do they bridge that gap?
This is where the apprenticeship model really shines. That see one, do one, teach one idea from Edison.
How does that translate?
First, see one. The mentor actually trades your plan, the student's plan, in the live market.
Oh, interesting. Not just showing their own trades, but validating your system.
Precisely. It proves the plan works. It's not blind copy trading.
Okay, step one.
Then do one. The student trades live, but with tiny positions, micro positions, under the mentor's direct watch.
Like a resident surgeon with the attending right there.
Exactly. The mentor gives real-time feedback, helps manage emotions, basically guides you across that scary gap between paper trading and real money. You build, let's call it, emotional scar tissue safely.
Building resilience under supervision. And the final step.
Teach one.
Ah.
This is the transition to independence. You learn to be your own coach, your own trading psychologist. You internalize the feedback loop, review your journal objectively, and self-correct.
Become self-sufficient. So, stepping back, why is this whole approach so effective? It sounds intense.
It is intense,
Yeah.
but the parallels to elite performance like surgery are undeniable. Discipline, planning, performing under pressure, resilience, constant review, it's all there.
And it seems designed to tackle the common failure points head on.
Absolutely. Most traders fail because they have no real plan, right? The antidote is that detailed rule-based plan.
Or they blow up because of bad risk management.
Antidote. Strict risk rules, supervised execution. They make emotional decisions.
Antidote. The plan, the mentor's guidance, they chase holy grail scams.
Antidote. The foundational education, building real understanding. It builds intellectual independence.
It really reframes what patience means in trading, too.
Yeah, it's not just sitting and waiting. It's an active, disciplined commitment to the entire process. The reading, the planning, the practice, the execution, reviewing wins and losses.
So wrapping up, this method isn't just about teaching techniques. It's about forging a mindset.
Exactly. A resilient, disciplined mindset committed to a rigorous process. That's what creates lasting success, not just a few lucky trades.
It's about building that internal structure for consistent performance. Makes you think. What area of your own life, maybe your learning, could use a dose of this kind of surgical precision and commitment to process?
Definitely something to consider. Until next time.